a lot of times, a lot of things that I see is, all right, listen, you guys handle it. I don't have to look about it. I don't have to think about it. And to a certain degree, yes, but you're still the business owner. You are still the owner. You still take responsibility of your business. Even when you hire an expert, the goal isn't just to hire the expert or to hire the agency or to hire the business to get the result that you want them to get. It's also to oversee what they're doing and understand what they're doing so you can manage it properly. However, you got to have some type of management and oversight. So what I want to talk about in this video is specifically, how do you do that? How do you partner and work with an advertising agency? How do you avoid working with an agency that's a novice and you're not really getting the amount of value that you should be getting out of the partnership? Because that's really what it is, right? It's a partnership. Right? They're bringing you leads, right? And the partner, and obviously you're making an investment in that. And not only you're just making an investment in an agency, but you're also, when you get good results, they're going to want testimonials. Like for us, like it's bigger than just the money. We're building a relationship. But if we don't get this part right, it's going to be very difficult for us to grow and build and do other things together too. Everything that's about me, I'm about relationships, I'm about partnerships and all of that good stuff. And I'm about treating my people right. I want to talk to you about the partnering side of it and what to really look for. Because I see people who they want to get into it, they want to hire, and they want to hire agencies, but they're kind of getting into it blind. I mean, we're super transparent about everything we do. So, but you might work with certain agencies and you don't really know what you're getting or what they're supposed to be providing or what you should be provided in order to get the results you want. So what are some expectations that you should have of them, but of yourself as well, in order to really build a great relationship and get the leads that you want? And I'm telling you, when you do this right, what's going to happen is you're going to get amazing results. I got one client, Joy, she got a 10x ROI of her investment her very first week of us running her ads, her Facebook ads. I got another client, very similar, very first week, he got a 70% conversion rate on his ads to ice cold traffic. People didn't know who he was at all. And he walked away from that week with 35 quality leads, right? Imagine if you had 35 people that are interested in your services and all it took was a conversation. Even if you're terrible at sales, you'll still get a handful of people who are, who's going to want to try out your services, right? So that's the type of results we're talking about when you do partnerships correctly. So a couple of things we want to do. All right. So number one, first thing is you want to get a good idea of the current results that you currently have and the results that you're seeking, right? What are the results you're currently getting? Because you need to know the value that this agency brings. Now, that's part of our questionnaire. We start working together. I'm going to ask you that, right? Before we even set it up, I'm going to be asking you questions like, well, how many leads are you currently getting right now? I got some 7-figure brands that I'm working with right now, and they're doing I get a lot of them who say, hey, you know what? I'm getting my leads other ways. We're doing organic. We're doing live events. We're doing, we're doing webinars. So they're getting their leads other ways. We're doing organic. We're posting a lot. We're doing a lot of interaction and engagement in groups. Now they come into the paid advertising side, right? So in that case, I still want to know, but it's not really comparable in that sense because they're not running paid advertising. I want to know that because you want to be able to compare what's working or what's easier, because you might start running ads that has more leads coming in than the organic thing that you're doing right now. You're like, but I'm busting my ass trying to do this organically, but all I got to do is put a couple dollars in. All I got to do is put X amount of dollars in and I get these leads, and I don't got to spend 10% as much effort organically to try to get leads. Sign me up. Right? But you need to know that as the owner of your business, that's who you're working with. That's what you need. And if you're working with if you plan on working with an advertising agency and they don't ask you that, that's already a red flag, because they got to know, for them to be effective, to know where to take you, they got to be able to know where you're at. That's the first thing, is kind of know where you're at and then know where you want to go. Second thing is you really want to focus on, when you're working with an agency, they should really be asking you about what you feel like the challenge is. Like, what is your challenge? Obviously marketing, obviously advertising, but what do you really think it is? Like, so they should be asking you questions about, how are you currently generating leads now? What are they should be asking you questions like, what people like most about your product or service? What are people saying? What are the most engaging posts or things you talk about that seem to get the most to get the most engagement from people? They should know what's already working. When we're working with you, I have our ads agency is called Mass Attention Marketing. When we're working with you, it's important for us to know what's already working. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're coming in and we want to see what's already working. The example that I just gave you from Darryl, who got 35 leads his first week, that wasn't even an ad. That wasn't even a video we created. One of those videos, I asked him, found out what was one of his most engaging videos, took that video, we ran an ad against it, the messaging matched with the ad, and that's what got us the 70% conversion rate. But if you don't know that because the company that you're working with is a novice, or because you just didn't know the right questions that they should be asking you in order to get you the best results, then you don't want to be, you're going to be angry when you're spending this money, but you're not getting anything back. They really should be asking you the right questions in terms of what's already working. We need to know what's already working. Metrics. Ads is big on metrics. Really sharing with you what the numbers look like. Okay, well, what do the clicks look like? What do the impressions look like? How much money did I spend each and every day? If they don't talk about anything around providing you metrics, daily metrics, talking about reports that you're going to get so you can track and you guys can review it together, that's a problem. And that's another thing that you should be partnering with, that you should be looking for when you selecting an agency is, are we going to be meeting to review the results? I need to review the results. I need to know what this means. I need to know I spent this amount of money to get this amount of leads or to get these amount of clicks or views. They need to be providing you guidance. So for us, our core one is Facebook, but we also do YouTube. And then at the time of this training right now, we're also getting ready to start ramping up LinkedIn ads, right? So the two types of agencies you're going to run into is, one, the people who just click buttons. The problem with that is they don't know the strategy. There's a difference between, there's something called head and hands. Hands are the people who they literally can press the buttons to make something work. What they do is they know how to set it up, they know how to click the buttons, they know how to make it go, and they may know how to pull the metrics. That's pretty much it. But when you're working with a company that actually has a proven track record, let's say if you're working with us, not only am I teaching you, which a lot of agencies are not going to do that, not only am I teaching you what we're doing and how we're doing it, so you might not hire us for the rest of your life or the rest of the time that you're in business. I understand that. That's cool, because like I said, we can collaborate and we can do other type of business projects together. That's cool. But you also need somebody who can show you the strategy behind it. When you're working with the agency that actually knows what they're doing and has a proven track record, you'll get results much faster, because that's what we call head. We already have a proven track record, and that's the difference with a lot of people who are starting businesses today or starting agencies today, is that they don't have a proven track record of what already works. You want to know what our track record looks like? Go to my Facebook page. Look at my Instagram. Look at what I post. I post screenshots of the results that we get. I post testimonials of the clients that we've helped generate leads and generate clients and generate revenue for. Listen to my trainings and listen to me speak, and listen to what I'm training on, and listen to the strategies, and listen to what you can tell I didn't start this yesterday. You know that because that's the type of expertise you want to be able to leverage, not just the hands of somebody who can press buttons for you, but the head of the people who can actually get you the results, because they know the strategy and they have the proven track record. And if you take that approach to hiring and partnering with advertising agencies, and you take that approach with everybody that you hire in business moving forward, you will be successful, because you know what the expectations are and you won't be frustrated. So a couple things. So number one, if you're like, yes, this is something that I want to move forward with, I want you guys to be able to generate leads for us, go ahead and put Facebook ads below, or shoot me a DM that says Facebook ads, and then we can have that conversation. Shoot me a DM and I'll put you on my calendar. Number one, if you want to run it yourself, completely fine. I created a cheat sheet that I'll give to you that you can use, and you can run them yourself, and that'll teach you the strategy of what we follow, of how to run ads successfully. So if you want that cheat sheet below, or shoot me a DM that says cheat sheet. Second thing. Third is, if you want one-on-one coaching then we also have that ability as well. Because I know some folks that they want to advertise and market, but they feel like it's a couple. You might feel like there's a couple areas that you need to clean up first to fix whatever you need to fix in your business so you can start running ads. Then go ahead and put coach me below or shoot me a DM that says coach me. All right. So with that being said, continue to be great. Don't ever let anybody stop you, and keep moving forward. Keep making progress. Keep partnering with good people. Keep your skills up. Your skills is what's going to make you stand out from everybody in your industry, in your niche. Definitely focused on your skill set and getting better with that. And part of it is learning, part of it is teaching, part of it is just getting your hands dirty and willing to make mistakes and willing to, lose some money and willing to lose some sleep and willing to lose some energy and willing to lose some relationships. You're going to have to do that to be the best. All right. And if you're willing to pay the price and you don't quit, you will get there. Trust me.